everybody. Uh-oh, what's going on here? That doesn't sound good. Test 1 2. All right, look at that. So I'm getting a haircut today. That's why my hair looks sort of weird. Anyway, welcome anybody who's watching. I'm gonna be painting today, and I believe I'm gonna be painting like Francis Bacon. So let me do a quick explanation. Doesn't sound good. So there's something called March Masters. I need to get this fixed. What's up with that? March Masters. March Masters is a drawing challenge for the month of March. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing it. But I'm gonna try at least to do. I did one this morning, and I posted it to my. I posted it to my Twitter and Instagram. So I was trying to draw like Edgar Degas, or Degas. And tomorrow's challenge is to paint like Francis Bacon. So that's what I'm going to do. So I found I looked up some Francis. Oh, goodness. I looked up Francis Bacon. I looked up their style, and I found a picture that I sort of like of myself. So I'm going to try to do a painting in the style of Francis Bacon. Don't know if it's going to work, but we can certainly try. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And I'm going to do it completely, literally painting it as if I were painting on canvas. So this is going to be sort of a challenge. The main thing really is sort of trying to decide the brush, right? Like the brush to use. So I don't know how I'm so literal when I'm painting, you know. So what I looked up with Francis Bacon, this artist, is that they spent there's a lot of screaming faces. It's a little bit disturbing. So this is gonna be hard, guys. I gotta be honest with you. This is gonna be real hard. Because I actually I actually have to think about what I'm doing and make definite choices. It's gonna be hard, I can already tell. So I have a image up. This is the image. This is the image I'm using, and then these are the images that I'm sort of building from. So we'll see how this goes. Trying to figure out, maybe I should have done a little more research on it before I started painting. But you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. There was another. So, this will be very interesting. How can I? This is so hard. All right. Can I do this, guys? Can I do this? This is like, you know, drawing in the style of another artist is really hard. But let's see how I do. I'm trying to match sort of the style of that particular artist. So let's see. So I'm using a bunch of brushes that I found that I use for my regular digital paintings, and I'm sort of repurposing them for this. It's very interesting. Whoever is in the chat room, hello. Let me see who's here. Alto, hi. And Caxips06, I see you a lot. Hi, welcome. You're watching an experiment in me trying to paint like Francis Bacon. So I think one of the things about his paintings that I'm noticing that it's not a lack of detail, because he goes into detail on these. But it's what he chooses to put in. So this will be interesting. So I'm using one brush, which is called, I call it the hairy brush. And the hairy brush sort of has this really cool texture to it. So I'm trying to I'm trying to emulate that style that he has. So we'll see how that, let's see how this builds. And then it's very, very interesting. What he chooses. So. I think part of it is sort of the cool, just sort of the kind of the cool shapes that he creates. I'm not trying. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Very interesting. I wish I I wish I could talk more intelligently about this. about the process, but I'm really sort of kind of feeling my way through it. I'm trying to decide like what makes, see, it's not necessarily Picasso like, although there is some of that going on. So hard. I don't understand. I mean, right now I'm just sort of like feeling around for some sort of a some sort of a direction, you know. It's really hard. Back off this painting. Yep. If anybody if anybody in the chat room knows Francis Bacon better than I do, please help. So funny. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. That doesn't look good. I'm like, what looks good at this point? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't do that. It's so funny. Because I have to kind of force myself to think like this. It's sort of difficult to think. All right, let me start putting some form into this, because he does have form. That's the thing. He does have form in his art. It's not completely, you know, Picasso-esque, right? And so, like, trying to bridge that line, trying to bridge that gap. I've been reading a lot about Lynda Barry's work, and I've been trying to adopt some of her ideas into my classes if I can in the future. And you know, there are some really interesting takes on just drawing in general. And it's funny because I don't teach an illustration class, I don't teach a drawing class, but I'm trying to adopt some ideas that I think would make it interesting for the student. As they go through my class. So I guess my point with that is I've been thinking a lot about her style and her approach to art. What I've found sort of interesting is adding some form to the paintings is interesting to me. I wonder if I can switch this up. The other thing maybe that I want to try doing is maybe blending these a little bit. So those of you coming in and watching me watching me do something that's kind of unlike what I normally do, welcome. I am trying to draw a painting, a self-portrait, in the style of Francis Bacon. And it's really, really hard. And I hope that I'm doing it right. I hope I'm doing something. Maybe it's just, maybe I can just say this is Francis Bacon adjacent. As opposed to, you know, something that is really... Alright, so what I want to do... I kind of like the way that looks. I'm going to try something different here. So I'm going to use my normal style. But what I'm going to do is... Let me see... I don't even know how to use that. I don't know how to use that. I'm learning how to learn how to use a new tool right now. As we're as we're working here. It's very interesting. So now I'm going to start doing my regular stuff that I normally do with my other paintings. But I'm going to, I'll see what I can do with this. Because it's so different. Interesting. How do you even know if this is good or not? I guess that's my question. Like, what constitutes this as being good? You know, it's totally unlike what I normally do. So, I guess... So Sarah, this is... So I'm doing something called... March Masters 2022, and what it is you need to do a piece in the style of an artist. Like, either you can do a self, like Francis Bacon knew he did a lot of self-portraits, he did a lot of not caricature work because it's not true caricature, but he sort of did these kind of twisted, sort of really disturbing kind of portraits. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to emulate that style. So this is a self-portrait of me. And I'm trying to do it in the style of Francis Bacon, painter. And it's really, really difficult, very difficult, but it's fun. It's fun to sort of explore this and kind of see where it goes. Like I just said, I don't know if this is any good or not, right? Like, I can't tell you if I've succeeded in doing a portrait, a self-portrait in Francis Bacon style. So I'm right now, I'm just sort of winging it. I'm sort of pulling, just doing a lot of different things to sort of emulate the look. So I don't know. Don't know if I'm successful or not. Oh yeah, thank you, Sarah. It's, you know, trying to draw in another artist style is really difficult, especially when you're trying to develop your own style and trying to establish it. You know, going to try to do a master, I don't know. I don't know. It's funny because I'm like, oh, I'll take that out. I really like the way it is. I don't even know if it's good or not, you know. So I guess what I was gonna say is, what I'm trying to do with this drawing, this painting, is I was using my I was using my ring light for the first time, so I got it. So I took a bunch of these self-portraits of me and my daughter, and one thing that I noticed about the drawing, I mean the painting, the photograph, was that I was really like bright white. Like, you know, like I was just very unnaturally lit. So I guess that's sort of the take on it, is that I wanted this sort of weird, unnatural lighting to light my face, and so hence I got these. The other thing I noticed about the painting, about the picture, was that I had these really prominent ring lights in my eyes, and so I tried to do that with both eyes. So one eye has this sort of bright, this bright light in it, and then the other one is sort of reversed out. So that's what I was trying to do. Anyway, I guess that's what I'll when I post it, that's what I'll explain. Also, I have really, really kind of crazy, kind of scraggly, all over the place hair, and maybe some of this is like, oh, you know, trying to show my age, possibly, and how I feel about it. All right. I think I'm done. You know, I don't really know what to do past this. You know, like, I don't want to overwork the painting. I don't want it to be an exact. So I'm gonna call this done. The other thing I'm starting to do is write my name real small. Oh, you know what? I'll do it inside here. So one of my students in my digital class started to do this. This was a way that they were able to protect their work. And I thought that was interesting. I thought that was really kind of cool. Because then you actually have to either erase it or really search it out to look for it. And not that anyone would want, I don't believe anybody would want to hork this, right? Like, oh yeah. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Well, maybe I'll play with this a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I'll put a color on top of it. Ooh, that looks weird. I'll be able to. That's kind of neat. I like hiding the peens. That's good. Good idea, Sarah. I like that. I like that. I like that a little bit darker there. All right. Well, this is my take on Francis Bacon. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, Sarah. Thank you for watching me. I'll probably just post this and say it's done. Do with it what you will. I might mess with the colors a little bit more, possibly. Make them a little bit darker, but this is it. I guess this is done. Say, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I've got a busy afternoon, so I won't be able to do it this afternoon. So thank you so much. And we will see you on the next one, probably on Thursday. I think I'm going to be back on Thursday. So have a good day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.